of seeing my people fighting. Tired of seeing so much division, so much murmuring, so much backbiting. We gotta come together.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
So Christ cracked that sky. Man, yeah, it's more to being Israelites than trying to see who wrong or right. Debating cause of strife ain't gonna bring us into eternal life. I'm fighting for the kingdom of soldiers, just trying to earn my stripes. I'm with the Church of Christ, garment white like I'm with an Edomite. The war against Satan never ending until I save you. Save us from the enemy seeking to come and slay us. I gotta stay humble because a lot of men are greater. I see things and pray if I'm worthy with my creator. I put down the wine, put down the drink, man. So many things change, but some remain the same. I listen to the spirit, she told me I gotta change. Get rid of anything that ain't helping you be the man that I need to use. Be of use. So many people hurt dealing with substance abuse. Drinking more than they pray and the flesh get in the way. Now the spirit crying out, but deception is in their face.
Yo, what's up?
Hey man, I was just hitting you up because I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt some type of way the way you was acting when you was drinking, and I felt a little bit disrespected, you feel me? So I wanted to hit you up first.
Oh man, for real? Man, I didn't even know you felt like that. Like, that's crazy. I didn't heard that before, but I didn't mean to offend you like that, man. What you doing? I'll pull up on you. We can talk about it.
Listen, I hate you brought me to this church, so how could I repay? I can't, so I'm enduring. I can't go the other way. I know he saved me from my past to keep providing in the present. Many looking at the curse, but too afraid to see the blessings. I can't fix my mouth to diss my brother and use it as a weapon. So I'm aiming shots at Satan, dodging fire like it's Tekken. I can't see the flesh, I'm seeing how my spirit steady wrestling. Your fruit and give your best. Don't be like Cain and start rebelling on the Sabbath day we resting. Holy days we feasting. Ain't no trick or treating. We gon' praise him in his seasons. Bring my first fruits since Passover, I've been feeding. My spirit steady reading, steady fasting, I've been seeking. Pleading to the Abba, screaming, help me, Father. Show me how to lead it, help me grow and show my daughter how to pray to you so when she older, she pursue how to be a righteous woman seeking solely after you, Father.
Yeshua said, suffer little children and forbid them not to come into me, for such is the kingdom of heaven. And he laid his hands on them and departed.
How many of us was called to be sober? Put down the weed and picked up a bottle seeking for closure. Not understanding the trauma and pain can't control us. As long as we can recognize the power that mold us. How many of us was young and didn't feed the spirit? Was running towards death in a hurry and couldn't hear it. How many of us did?
Man, y'all know we was at the Sabbath yesterday, man. Had an issue, man, you know what I'm saying? So I want to tell y'all.
Was caught into a body of Christ to complete a mission. How many got offended? How many people
Yes. I ain't gonna lie, my brother. If I was you, I'm Matthew 18, that thing. Just vote it up.
Dang, y'all ain't gonna listen to what I gotta say?
So Satan came in and so division. How many people go to the person who did them wrong? Even if they don't listen, no suffering gon' get put on for real.
Ain't gonna lie, you my brother and I love you.
Yeah.
And all I'm gonna say is Matthew 18, and that's the best way to do it.
I feel y'all,
Hear
man.
you?
Yeah.
You ain't a brother.
But y'all gotta see where I'm coming from, though.
I'm telling you, you gonna prosper, bro.
Nah, I feel you, man. I appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Hey, Shalom, Mark. What's up, man? Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. Hey, I've been offended, man.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by...
We ain't imagining none of that. Yes, sir. All praises be to the Most High. Give me 1 second. Let me transition this thing right over. All praises be to the Most High. Welcome back to the Born of Levi experience here on G.O.C.C. Media. I had to start the show with that one. I had to. It was a must. It was a must. And I hope you guys were listening to the message because it's right on point with what I want to speak about this morning. Which I said this morning, this evening, because what I want to say is this morning. Y'all don't even know how the Spirit actually works. Like I'm not even like blown away anymore, or I'm not even like shocked when stuff like that happens. So really quick story, but before I do that, what am I doing? Hold on, give me 1 second. Before I do that, right? Let me do this real quick. Yeah, let me put this back on the screen. No, what are you doing? Come on, put this back on the screen for y'all. I want to show you. All right, right here. So if you didn't know, the name of that song was by my brother Shadiawar, right? Shadiawar, Still Here. Still Here. And this is what we all have to understand. To still be here. Right? So what's so funny about that before we go into the broadcast? Right, but welcome back everybody to the Born to Levi Experience real quick. I'm your host, Deacon Hazak.
Melinda?
And we're here. Oh, I'm sorry. My sister calling me. I had to mute. I didn't even know it was connected to the to the Bluetooth. I don't know if y'all heard that, but anyways, she don't know I'm broadcasting right now, by the way. So, but this song, right, was sent to me this morning, the video and all of that. And what's so crazy is it was sent to me twice, back to back. But before this song was sent to me, my alarm clock goes off this morning, and the title of today's broadcast came in my mind before the song was sent. So this is why I say I'm not surprised, and the way the Most High speak, the Most High be speaking, but we just have to take the time and really listen. Right? Some people be feeling like the Most High gotta speak in an audible voice. Right? Sometimes that audible voice could be right in your head. Right? Sorry. The water Braven for the super chat. The water Zebulon 911 for the super chat. All praises be to the Most High. Right? So the title for today's broadcast came in my mind, right? And it was along the lines of staying out of the way of pitfalls, right? The water Yvonne for the super chat. All praises be to the Most High, right? So while the title came in my mind, right, I'm sitting there, and then the first scripture came in my mind for this topic, and we're gonna read it a little later, right? We're gonna read it a little later. But I wake up, and then I look at my phone, and I see a text, right? And shout out my Bishop Shawan, one of the bishops out here. He sent me the track, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to it. Then on my way to work, Shadiawar himself sends it to me. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, now I gotta pay attention now. So I look at it and I'm listening. I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? So we talking, we chopping it up real quick, but I didn't let him know that this was the topic for tonight, along the lines. But that's just how the Spirit worked, and it's just funny how the Most High moved my brothers to send me the track to let me know, like, all right, this is what you need to do today. So all praises be to the Most High for that. Oh, no, wrong sound. I'm laughing. All right, all praises be to the Most High for that. Right. So, and I hope you guys really was listening to the message of the song of what the video I just played. The message is very powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. And hence why we are going into the end times mindset. This is a mindset that we all have to have for this end times, right? How to avoid snares and pitfalls. We got to be able to identify those. We got to be able to identify snares and pitfalls. Shalom, I see my Ak is on the check-in too. Shalom, Shadiawar. My Ak is in the check-in. But yo, it's really, like I said, I'm not even making this stuff up. I woke up this morning with this topic on my mind. It's the first thing that came in my mind when I woke up was that, and the scripture to go with it, and then the rest is what you see before you right now. But listen, that when the scripture says we are one body, y'all have to really understand what that means. We're literally one body, right? But we have to understand how to identify snares and pitfalls. I'm telling y'all, it's very, very, very important. And I also posted a link. I posted a link on this channel to a video that I did earlier this week about signs of the times of these prophecies being unfolded, but yet we're distracted with everything else. Prophecies are unfolding, literally unfolding, are happening right before our eyes. But they keep trying to conceal these prophecies or the rumors or the news that's happening overseas, and inundate us with information that is like a rabbit hole almost. It's like you chasing your own shadow with the news that they trying to feed us. First, what they did the first thing, they released those Epstein files, and that's a rabbit hole in itself. Then, what was that lady's name? Something Guthrie. I guess she was like a news reporter or she was part of some type of show. Her mom goes missing, gets kidnapped. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, yo, I sympathize with, someone being kidnapped or whatever the case is, or is missing. That's sad. Like, nobody want to go through that. But how is this making mainstream news where everybody is talking about it, to the point where President Trump says now they're looking at the death penalty for the person if the person is found. And they give it, they flooding us with all this information when stuff on the other side of the world where prophecies is unfolding, they're not even showing us. They're not telling us. They're keeping it under wraps, or they're not widely publicizing it. Right? Right. Og Braben says smoke screen. That's exactly what it is. Smoke screen. So the Most High sent me that thought, like, yo, we gotta know how to identify these snares and pitfalls. Because the closer we get to the end, the more the snares are going to be heightened and the more pitfalls is going to be presented before us. It's just up to the individual to not allow these spirits to entice you into going into these pitfalls and to fall into a ditch. And to see the snare right before you, and you allow the snare to remove everything that you've learned throughout the years, and you forget everything that you were taught. Everything is out the window because you feel slighted, because your demands aren't met, because you don't like how certain things is going on, and we got to be able to check that. And I'm not saying that we have to sit here and excuse sin. That's the last thing that I'm here to tell y'all. We will never excuse sin. But there's certain things that should just be, that should just go without a back and forth or a fight, or we becoming enemies or whatever the case is. Because like I said, the times that we're going into, you don't want to be by yourself like a lone bull straying on your own, fighting them on your own. Right? You don't want to be that one lion deserted from the pack. Now you got to fend off all these hyenas by yourself. There's a reason why the Most High is gathering the elect to the elect. There's a reason why. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why things are being established the way it is. Because if it was up to the Most High, let me not say that. If the Most High wanted to just randomly rescue individuals by themselves, he would have gave us that example, us leaving Egypt. But the example that he gave us leaving Egypt, the first captivity, the first captivity that we've been under, he did it by a mighty hand. He did it where he saved the whole nation of Israel. Okay? He saved the whole nation of Israel. Close to 700,000 people left at one time. So that's how the Most High rolls. And we could read in the scripture where the Most High said, the second Exodus is going to be so great. We're not even going to mention. We're not even going to mention how the Most High saved us from Egypt. He's not going to be known as the God that saved the children of Israel out of Egypt. That's going to be like nobody's even going to think about that and how great that was. The plagues, walking through dry shod, splitting the seas. The Most High told us that we're not even gonna mention how we were freed from Egypt. So it's not gonna be something where the Most High is just gonna be saving individuals. And I'm not saying, let me set this straight, because you'll find somebody hear what I'm saying and be like, so what? The gathering of Christ, the gathering of Christ church is the only church that the Most High is looking at. I'm not saying that. But you were placed somewhere for a reason. And the Most High would find your obedience to where he sent you much more pleasing than you being disobedient and thinking you're doing your own thing. I mean, listen, I'm not a lord over anybody. I'm not a lord over no one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just me. I'm just Deacon Hazak. I'm a servant just like everybody else. But even though I'm a servant, I still have a care for the Most High's people. I wouldn't want to see anybody straying on their own, not having an opportunity to be free from harm's way. Right? So, and me, I'm for the peace all the time. So, you know what I mean? Ain't no other way to put it. But continue to hit that like button, brothers and sisters, as you come in. And one, real quick, if I'm coming in nice and clear, please drop a quam in the chat. I didn't get to say that in the beginning of the broadcast. But if I'm coming in nice and clear, please drop a quam. I take a sip of this water. Please drop a quam in the chat if I'm coming in nice and clear. All praises. Oh, and I also got to share with you some goodies that I received, which is long overdue, and I'm excited to share this with y'all. So I'll do that later on in the broadcast, right? So I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys had a great day at work, at school, just whatever it is that you were doing. Hope it was a blessed one for you guys. Hope your children are safe. Hope your families are fed. Right, now let's get to it. Right, put the scripture on the screen really quickly. Right, 1 Thessalonians 5:1. And this clearly reads this. I really want to read this to set the stage. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? For yourselves know perfectly. You see that? So that means it shouldn't be a constant reminder. That's what Paul was trying to tell them here. Because he said, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as what? A thief in the night. The day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. That means when the thief comes, you probably dead asleep. Or you probably not even waiting up for the thief to come. Thief break into your house in the middle of the night. You scrambling. Oh, shoot, what the heck? What's going on? And for some people, that's how it's gonna be for when Christ returns. They gonna be minding their business, doing what they usually do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, until that day comes. Right? It says, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And I wanted to read this too. For when they shall say what? Peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see? But look what else he says. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. Right? So this is how we know that he used the analogy of a thief in the night, how Christ is coming in a thief in the night, to those being, and at night, the people in darkness. People in darkness are people who are unaware. They have no clue from what's happening in the world. And this is why I dropped that video, and I wanted you guys to check it out. So after this broadcast, go check it out, like a 15-minute video of people who just oblivious to what's happening in the world, just operating. This is why Paul said what? But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Why? Because ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So the scriptures is commanding us to watch and to be sober. And watching and be sober is not just watching prophecy. It's everything that accomplishes this walk. Because what good is it that you could tell all of the prophecies front and back? You know all of them. You know what signs to look for. You know when it's happening. You know how to break it down word for word. What good is that if the snares in your life is going to prevent you from even seeing these prophecies come to pass? What good is knowing these prophecies if these pitfalls in your life may prevent you from escaping the signs of the times that you've been looking out for? You made sure this whole time, you made sure you were sober. You was in light, but then that one thing triggers you, and now you back in darkness. We got to think about that. Some of these thoughts, we got to talk about this. And I was talking to one of the brothers earlier this week, and I was saying, like, you know, it's one thing reading the scriptures and reading the prophecies and reading what the apostles left behind for us as far as, you know, end time stuff and what will start happening to the church. Is one thing to read it, and then there's another thing to actually see it being fulfilled. And it's crazy. Like, we all know that these things are going to come to pass. Like, there's going to be offenses, there's going to be backbiting, you know what I'm saying, betrayals, there's going to be all of that stuff. But I always say this, the fact that we know that these things is coming, just make sure that you're not the one causing the offense. Just make sure you're not the one doing the backstabbing. Make sure you're not the one doing the backbiting. I always say that because it's there. We read it all the time. We could see it. But how crazy would it be is after all of these years, we reading it and that person was you. Can you imagine? We reading these stuff week in and week out. Brothers and sisters, we gotta be careful. We gotta settle these offenses. We gotta talk to each other. Matthew 18. We gotta do all that. And then come to find out it was you. The scriptures was identifying you the whole time. How would you feel? It's crazy, right? That you were the one that the scriptures were identifying. It's scary. So this is why You can't take a day off in this truth. It's like this. Like, what do you mean day off? It don't make no. What do you mean day? You can't take a day off from being a servant of Christ. You can't just you can't say, all right, today I'm gonna put it aside and I'm gonna just be this for today. I'm gonna be this, and then I'm gonna come back to you after I'm finished this. You can't take a day off. And when you take that day off, you actually lose sight of that self-reflection. You lose sight of that. Areas where you should be self-reflecting and making sure that you're walking circumspectly according to the scriptures, you would be doing that if you didn't take a day off. You would be making sure and keeping yourself in check instead of allowing your emotions, right, to get the best of you. And I want to talk about this because we have this is something that we really have to identify. And we have to make sure that we are well equipped to know how to deal with these things, these snares and these pitfalls, because it's going to be there. Now, the question is, if the snare or the pitfall happens to you in your life, how will you handle it? Would you just let it spiral out of control and be like, yo, nah, forget everything. Forget all of this. Nah, I'm done. Or would you revert back to your training? Because yes, this is training. Us reading these scriptures is the training part. Applying it is the practical. We studying for the exam. So now when the test actually comes, now you have to actually apply what you've been studying. Will you be able to apply that? Like, that's a question that you got to ask yourself. And year after year after year, we see a lot of people fail that test. It's crazy, right? Trust me, we're gonna see a lot of people dropping out of school, pun intended. Right? We're gonna see a lot of people not passing the test because they're not studying. They wasn't studying for the exam. So we got to be very careful, man. Another thing I want to say too. Matter of fact, let me pull this up before I even say that. What is that? Hold on. Let me pull up this. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the scripture before I say what I say, right? And continue to hit that like button on your way in. Welcome for all of those who's coming in, right? Let me pull this up for y'all. In Thessalonians. So look at this. 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 11. Listen to what Paul instructed the churches. Like, and it's like this is why if you're not in this book, if you're not in this word, you're not gonna know how to handle certain situations when they come your way. You're really not going to. You're not even gonna know there's a scripture against what you're getting ready to do. You wouldn't even know. You think in your heart of hearts, you would think that you're doing the right thing. But you're breaking a command. That's why the scripture says what? The heart is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? 1 Thessalonians 4:11, it says, and that ye study to be what? Quiet. And to do your own business. And to work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that ye may walk honestly towards them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing. Right? So why did I pull this scripture out? I pulled it out because we have to learn as a people Like seriously, like we have to learn this. Someone else's problem is not your problem. You can't take on someone else's anger and make it your own anger. If someone is going through something, that person is going through something. That has nothing to do with you. Sometimes we just have to know how to mind our business. If it's not affecting you, if you weren't the one that was done wrong, mind your business. It doesn't concern you. And this is the reason why Christ left us Matthew 18. Because you wouldn't feel a certain way if you didn't interact with this person first, and now you have a bias against a situation. Because in order to judge correctly in any matter, there must be 2 or more witnesses. It's even in the law. Let me drop this on y'all as well too. It's written in the law that even if the thing be true, without 2 or more witnesses, that cannot stand in court. Yeah, did y'all know that? Whether even it could be 100% true. The person could be sitting there telling you 100% of the truth. But the Most High put it in the law, let everything be established between 2 or more witnesses. If it's just you yapping your mouth and just exposing people's business, why I don't got to listen to that. But these are snares and pitfalls. They're snares. A snare that's put in your way to trap you into what that person got going on. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't gotta say nothing about that. And this is tools that I'm giving y'all that's gonna help y'all sustain. And I'm not just talking, but I'm not just talking out of thin air. I've been in this joint since 2012. You see, they bought the street out of me. I've been in this joint. I've been in this truth since 2012. That's when I started waking up. I started waking up to understanding that we was Israel in 2012. It's 2026, so-called, right? That's how long I've been in this. And I've seen a lot. So I'm not speaking as a novice. I have experience in this. And I know how to deal with situations that has nothing to do with me. Study to be quiet and to what? Do your own business. That's what the scriptures commands. That's what the scripture says. And if you go outside of that, you're gonna end up in a snare. You're gonna end up in a pitfall. And I think I'm gonna read that a little later too, where it tells you in Sirach, yo, you're not supposed to talk about other men's matters. You ain't supposed to be doing that. So, like I said, in your heart of hearts, you could think that you could think that you're doing the right thing. You could honestly say be saying to yourself, I gotta do this. I gotta stand for judgment. I gotta stand for righteousness. But look at how you're doing it. Did Christ command you to do it like that? Are we following Christ? Like, who are we following? So there's always a way to do something, like the scripture says. In what? In decency and in order. Anything outside of that is chaotic. And you know, when chaos is involved, who's there pulling the strings in chaos? The Most High ain't doing that. Right? I'm gonna come back to the scriptures a little later. But this is the reason why I wanted to read. This is why I read that scripture. For when they shall say peace and safety, right? Look at this. And this is fresh news. This is 2 hours ago. They updated Wikipedia 2 hours ago. Look at this. A board of peace? What the heck is this? The board of peace. The board of peace, or the BOP, that's what I'm gonna call it, is an international organization with the stated purpose of promoting peacekeeping. Yo, the prophets and the disciples, they were blessed, yo. They had insight of what we would be dealing with in these times. Here it is, Paul is telling the church, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes. Here it is, they setting up what's called a board of peace. Excuse me. With the purpose of promoting peacekeeping. Y'all gotta see, y'all gotta really pay attention and look at the signs, and it'll show you how close we are to this whole thing being done. Yeah, y'all gotta pay attention. There's a reason why that scripture was there. And they just put this article out, or they just updated it 2 hours ago. Peacekeeping around the world, established by y'all boy, Donald Trump, and led by the government of y'all country, United States of America. Let me stop playing with y'all. The board is named in the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2803. I'm going to look that up later. As a body tasked with overseeing the processes of the Gaza peace plan, the Board of Peace was proposed in September 2025 and formally established on the sidelines of the 56th World Economic Forum. Anything that had to do with these people, man, my eyebrows is to the ceiling. Okay? Look at this. 2 hours ago. Board of Peace updates. Trump says Gaza war over despite Israeli attacks. So why am I going into this? And I'm not gonna go too much into this because I'm gonna do a video about this probably tomorrow and drop it, right? But I could talk about it because it's for us to understand. It's for us to see wagwan, like Benjamin would say. You know what I mean? It's for us to understand what's going on out here. So this peace board, right, has been established. And this is how you know Esau speaks with two sides of his mouth, man. Here it is, right? Let me do this. Here it is. They got us focusing, and you know they making achievements, and we getting closer to bringing peace throughout the whole world, right? Yo, this is crazy. Look, it's the first joint that came up. They got the whole world. They got the whole world focusing, and you know, keeping their eyes out. Like, yeah, we making peace around the world. But President Trump established this board of peace, and he's also doing this. Look at this. Look at this. Fox News. Military buildup. Iran and U.S. walk tightrope between diplomacy and war. So, like, what? How are we gonna make this make sense? You trying to establish peace, but yet you about to make war with Iran? And like I said, I'm gonna drop a video on this tomorrow. But they're talking about possible strikes towards Iran by the weekend. This is major news. I don't even know if y'all even been paying attention to that. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to that. That this is how close we are to everything being done. So we cannot allow these snares and pitfalls to sway us off the path. Granted, none of us want to see nobody come off the path. Nobody want to see no one fall off the path. But Christ said what? Everyone that's in the Father's hands, no one can pluck them out. So if you were plucked out, you was never in the Father's hands. That's just the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So as much as we would like to get in front of certain things and try to stop certain stuff from happening, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Christ gave us the parable. He said, let the wheat and tare grow together. And then at the end, at the harvest, I'm going to command my angels to get them. Take the wheat and put them into the barn. And the tares, bind them up and then toss them to the fire right there. But they have to grow together, because what's so interesting about a wheat, when wheat is growing and tares grow in between wheat, they look the same. It's crazy, right? So that's why, for the people who don't believe in Christ, man, his analogies and the way he broke things down, like, for you to say a mere man wrote that, good luck to you. What do you want me to tell you? for you to think that he didn't exist and he didn't walk this earth, good luck to you. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. I'm not even gonna say Godspeed, because that's too much. Godspeed would be giving you too much. I'm just gonna tell you what the world says. Good luck. Show me to tell you. But he used the analogy of the wheat and the tares, because when they're growing, they look completely the same. You can't tell them apart until they're both fully grown. Then you could be like, all right, that's a tare right there, pull that out. All right, that's the wheat right there, yeah, pull it out. But you can't pull them out until they're both grown, because if you pull it out too early, you're going to destroy the wheat. So you gotta let them mature first. Let them grow in the faith. Then the Most High will pull them out. And whatever get pulled out with it was not supposed to be there. That's how it works. Christ said, woe to offenses, for it must needs that it comes into the earth. It gotta come. But he says, woe unto him to whom the offense cometh. So we're not stopping it. We just have to better equip ourselves for when it actually comes. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense to y'all. I hope y'all are learning something. I'm learning too, but I hope y'all learning something. Right? This is what, like I said, let me read that again. What was I reading? What was I reading? Give me 1 second. Right? 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. How, you can't make this stuff up. Here it is. They're creating this, what do you call that thing? A peace what you call it? A peace board. Right here. At Board of Peace debut, Trump announces global commitments for the Gaza, for the Gaza rebuilding Gaza. That was their plan. That's another thing too. It's crazy. That was their plan all along too. Like, let me pull up this Let me pull up the images for that joint. What Gaza looks like right now. Right? What Gaza looks like today. Let's take a look at this together, right? And, do I want to use? I don't want this guy. Let's look at this. Look, yo, they just completely destroyed this joint, bro. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I mean, what's the images? Let's look at images. Look at this. Look at what they did to that place. They completely leveled the Gaza Strip. But brothers and sisters, understand that was done purposely though. Look at this joint. Uninhabitable. And some of the Palestinians that's there still won't leave. And there's nothing there. Everything is smithereens. Okay? So with this peace agreement, or this board of peace, look, Trump vows $10 billion. Where you getting the $10 billion from? What do you mean you vow? That's best believe that's y'all money. That's our money that he vows to give them. All that money and tax that you pay every year, every day, that's your money. But he said what? Trump vows $10 billion from U.S. So that's not his money. He's taking the money that belongs to us, that should go to the people. That's why he says Trump vows $10 billion from the U.S. for his board of peace as he leans into global role. Here's the article. Here's the article right before you. Come on. Here's the article. When this came out. This is today. They dropped this morning. This was published at 6:22 this morning. See, President Trump expressed optimism for Gaza at Thursday's first meeting of the Board of Peace, which focused on the next steps in the fragile ceasefire. Because this is what it looks like. And it's time to what? Rebuild. That's the reason why they did that in the first place. They had to have a reason to level that joint. And at the same time get the Palestinians up out of the land. So they could rebuild it for themselves. It's not hard to understand this. And now he has his sights on who? Now I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. He has his sights on the Medes, the Persians and the Medes, Iran. He wants control over that territory. It's about world domination. Child of the Most High says beachfront properties. You see that? I wasn't even thinking like that. You know how much money they're going to be able to bring forth on that strip? Beachfront properties, right? Probably put up casinos there, entertainment for tourists to come visit. That $10 billion is nothing to what they're going to actually make. Thank you for that insight. That 10 billion is nothing to what they actually really gonna make. Cause like I always tell y'all, you gotta follow the money. If money's not involved, Edom ain't with it. If power and control ain't involved in it, Edom not in it. So he'll let us, Edom will let us theorize and come up with these conspiracies. They don't care. As long as we still get the money and we get to control the money. That's all they care about. So that's what it's about. Power, control, money, especially money. Right? So they have their eyes set on Iran. But Iran is not going to give up without a fight. And they know that. And they must tread very, very lightly. So we can see what's happening. These prophecies are literally at the door. But yet, we're allowing snares and pitfalls to sway us off the path. Look at this. We allowing snares and pitfalls to sway us off the path. This wire is annoying. All right, look at this. But what am I gonna read? Let's go back to the scriptures, right? Look at this. All right. Luke 6. For people who understand and who follow Christ's teachings, you don't gotta worry. You won't have to worry about being taken off the path, because Christ said so. If you're not applying Christ's words, if you're not applying what he had said, then when a snare comes, you're going to get caught in the trap. When a pitfall comes your way, you're going to fall into the ditch because you are not applying his words. He said it clearly right here in Luke 6:46. He says, and why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? And this is what confused Christ. How are you saying that I'm your Lord and Savior, and you're calling me Master, but you're not even applying or following anything that I even had to that I taught you? That means I'm not really your Master. Then I'm not really your Lord, because what I've taught you, I'm looking at you and you didn't even apply anything that I told you to do. I don't care if you thought that what you was doing was good. Did I tell you to do that? And that's what is going to separate us from those who will be caught in snares. That's how you'll be able to identify those who are following Christ and those who claim to follow Christ. Because if you look at the person who's doing whatever, nothing about what they're doing is showing forth Christ. I can't see no scripture where Christ commanded us to do any of that, to do what that person is probably doing right now. So that's how you'll be able to identify a snare. That's how you'll be able to identify a pitfall. If it's not being done the way Christ said do it, it's a mess. It's chaos. Who's controlling chaos? The devil. I mean, how else are we supposed to say it? This is why he asked. He's like, and why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? It's impossible to understand that. Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. Now, pay attention. Christ didn't make no mistakes, man. When he taught, he didn't make no mistakes, and it's evident, and it's proven for this time right now. He said, "I'm going to show you what a servant of mine's look like." He said, "He is like a man which built an house and digged deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. So those who are shaken, let's put our thinking caps on, so we can easily say that those that are shaken off the path was not founded on a rock. They were not founded on Christ. Because if you was keeping my sayings and doing them like he said, the flood will come and you will remain firm. You're unshakable. His problem is not your problem. His anger is not my anger. I don't know why you angry. You gotta go fix that. That has nothing to do with me. You gotta go fix that. What you got going on over there, what you're dealing with, go fix that. Yo, I still don't understand how are we missing this. Verse 49. But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth. You just looked at soil and was like, yo, yeah, this looked like good. Yeah, the soil looked nice. You took your feet, you stepping on the soil. Yeah, I think it's tough. Come check this out. Yo, come here, come check this out. You think this is solid ground right here? I don't know. All right, let's take our chances. He said what? He built an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell. And the ruin of that house was great. What's your foundation? What is your reason for anything that you're doing? This is what we have to ask ourselves. Like I said, you may think in your heart of hearts that you're doing the right thing. But if it's out of order, it is wrong. Point blank period. Like there's no the Most High don't care about how you feel. The Most High don't care about what you think. It's a command. And the thing about commands, there's no negotiating when it comes to commands. It's black and white. So we can't ever lose sight of that. Look, there was something I wanted to show too. Right here, look. What he said. Right? Hold on. Right here. I'm going to find the right one for you. Okay, right here. No. Give me 1 second. I want to get the right one because there's a word in there that I want to right here. All right, right here. Is this the one that I want to get? It's all good still. All right, right here. Let me read this one real quick. I'm gonna start at verse 37. Matthew 10 and 37. It says, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. He that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And that's talking about there's another part that there's another scripture that explains it where Christ says whoever hate not his mother or hate not his father, right? Basically means to love less. If you love them more than following Christ, you understand? So he's not saying to physically hate them. Hate just means to love less, right? So now, if you put your family above Christ, right? You're not worthy of Christ. And this is what I really want to focus in on right here. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. So now, what does it mean by taking up his cross? What is the significance about this cross here? What does that mean? It's a burden. You carrying your own burdens. You dealing with your burdens, but you still staying on the path. And when you go into the Greek for the word cross there, it even goes into what? Self-denial. That's a big one right there. It goes into self-denial. And now, when you think about self-denial, and this is why this is so key right here. Because that self-denial also goes into even when you feel slighted. Can you deny yourself and do what's right? Can you deny yourself and do things the right way? This is what Christ is looking for. And the understanding is so much more deeper. And I'm going to drop it right now. Drop it right now. So that's self-denial. And the reason why Christ could say that, I want y'all to really hear this. Like when I was reading this earlier today, I was like, yo, I was doing it. I went into an extra study on it, the word cross there in the Blue Letter Bible, right? But check this out. And a lot of us never really, I don't know, I'm not going to say it. Maybe it was me. Maybe there's something I just learned today, right? The reason why Christ could say that, if anybody is not willing to deny themselves for my sake, you're not worthy of me, because that's something that he had to do himself. So now, check me out. When Christ was on the cross, and this almost brought tears to my eyes too, like reading this or listening to the breakdown of this, right? When Christ was on the cross, y'all remember. And first and foremost, the cross, dying by crucifixion, that was a capital punishment. That wasn't a Hebrew custom of capital punishment. Ours was stoning, set on fire, right? Or the sword. That's how we dealt with capital punishment. But the Greeks and the Romans, they had their capital punishment was death by crucifixion, which was the cross. And they only reserve, listen to this. I just learned this today too. They only reserved death by crucifixion to the most I would say, degenerate of society, like crazy criminals, robbers, murderers, right? If you was a part of a sedition against the government, you would die that death. So the death by crucifixion was the most gruesome death that someone could face as far as capital punishment. And that was only done by the Greeks and the Romans, but they say that it was picked up from the Phoenicians, right? But the Greek and Romans, that was their way of punishing the bad, very, very bad criminals, right? Listen to this. And they only reserve that form of punishment to slaves. So if you was a Roman citizen or a Greek citizen, but let's deal with Rome. If you was a Roman citizen, you would never, they would never, like, if you was guilty of a crime and the crime was punishable by death, you would never be crucified. That was not reserved for a Roman citizen. That was reserved for slaves, disobedient slaves, under the rule of the Roman Empire. So now check this out. Christ, being innocent, we know he was innocent. And the death by crucifixion on the cross was the worst punishment that you gave to the worst of criminals. But before they gave you that punishment, they would scourge you first, like putting more agony before the actual crucifixion, right? So they would scourge you, and then what I found out, so like, all right, so when they said in the scriptures where he was thirsty, right? And they gave him a mixture. The mixture was vinegar mixed with gall and this bitter type of this wine. So check this out. They would dip that mixture, they would give that to all of the criminals, right? They would give that mixture. Listen to how cruel the Roman Empire is, the Roman and Greek Empire. They would give that mixture to the criminals to numb them from feeling pain, to continue so they could be on that cross longer, to endure the pain of the crucifixion. Because from the first nail from the first nail going into your hand or into your wrist, you would have died on impact. You would have died from the agony of death. But they would give them that mixture to numb them. And when they gave it to Christ, he denied it. Because it was said that he denied it because he wanted to be fully coherent and go through that punishment that he did not deserve. That just gave me when I read that, it gave me a deeper understanding of how that self-denial, that level of self-denial that we have to have. Taking it on the chin even when you know you haven't done wrong. He died the worst of deaths, an innocent man, and didn't say a word. Didn't feel the need to justify himself. Didn't feel the need to say anything. And when they tried to give him the mixture to numb the pain, he said, no, I must do this. And here we are. We can't even stomach when we were wrong to one another. We can't stomach that. Even if we are innocent. This is and this should give us a bigger appreciation to why he went to that cross and why he was crucified, because he gave us the example on every level on how we should be treating each other, and how like he went through it. So like when he comes to judge us, we're not gonna have an excuse to why we couldn't overlook why this brother did this to me or this sister did this to me or whatever the case is, because he did it and he was innocent. Yo, for somebody to say that this man did not exist and the account of him was not real, come on, man. So that mixture, that vinegar mixed with gall and all of that stuff was to numb the pain, so that the prisoner does not feel or don't die quickly to what's being done to them. And when they were ready to kill them, that's when they broke their legs to speed up the process. And it was said that they didn't have to break his legs because he died from it said he died from the agony, from the pain, and from the sorrow of mind. And check this out. When the Roman soldier sticked him, and they said blood and water came out. You know what that was about? It was said that his heart exploded. And that's where the water and the blood came out, gushing out of him. You can go through so much pain that your heart could just collapse within itself from the pain and the torture and the agony. So that's how that blood and water came out. I was like, wow. And for us to deny him, what he went through, none of us in this lifetime will ever experience what he went through. And even though he went through all of that, he still kept a level head. He still endured it. He denied himself for you, for us. And that denial of himself was to lay the example for how we are supposed to fix things. Now I see why I had enough time at work to actually go through this. Because on a Thursday, I never have no time to do nothing. I'll be having to run and come up and be like, all right, guys, we're ready for the show. But today I was able to really sit down and go through this. And I'm like, yo, this is profound. Like the understanding, like really going in deep on how Christ was crucified. And I wasn't going to go into that, but I was amazed by the word cross there. I wanted to go into it, and then it led me on that. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This makes so much sense. Where he could have taken the mixture to numb the pain, and he said no. He spit it out. and we can't forgive each other because you owe me $5. The Most High gonna be like, $5? You was mad for $5? We gotta do better, man. We gotta understand that these snares and these pitfalls, man. Listen, if what I just shared with y'all didn't convert you just now, you on the wrong channel. Because listen, I've been in this thing since 2012, and I want to go back in the water again. Good Lord. I want to go back. I want to jump back in that water. So, brothers and sisters, we gotta be very careful. Because why? This is the Christ that we know. This is the Christ that laid everything out for us. And not only did he lay it out for us, he did it himself. And this is the reason why he gave us these rules to follow, because he followed it and he understands what happens when you don't follow them. This is why we got to be very careful right here. This is why Paul had to write this letter to Galatia. Continue to hit that like button on your way in, brothers and sisters. I appreciate you guys coming in. Excuse me. Galatians 1:6. It says, I marvel that ye soon so I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into grace, into the grace of Christ, unto another gospel. You see? When these pitfalls and these snares arises, we are quickly to forget who Christ is. We quickly to forget what he went through to bring us to salvation. And really analyzing his crucifixion. Really analyzing that? How can we allow our own fleshly desires and feelings get in the way of understanding the grace of Christ? How can we allow that? The only way that could happen is if you really taking a day off. Like I said in the beginning, you can't take no day off in this thing. There's no room for it. There's no room to not self-reflect as if you're perfect. No. If we was to open up each and every one of our old caskets from before baptism, we'll see a lot of shame in there. We will see a lot of stuff that was buried back there. But like I said, we cannot allow our fleshly emotions remove us from the gospel that we were called to. Understanding who Christ is. Look, he said, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ. There's going to be some that will pervert the gospel of Christ. There's going to be some that's going to try to paint a picture to make you seem like, nah, this can't be the work of God. God wouldn't do this. Christ, what? Matter of fact, let me come over here. We building over here. When they too learned over here. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. And I'm trying to find out in what universe would God accept that? Would the Most High accept that? All right, fine. You don't accept what's happening. You don't like it, okay? But your obedience is still required at the end of the day. And me, I'm a big believer of, whatever I can't handle, whatever I can't fix, the Most High is going to fix it. And the Most High has never wronged me yet. I can confidently say that. I can confidently say when I'm not sure and I don't understand, I always say to myself, the Most High gonna fix it. Whatever he see fit, he gonna do it. And guess what? He always does. So why would he fail now? You understand? Like, that's something that we gotta understand. Some matters are too big for us to understand. Some matters is too big for us to fix. That's where you gotta let the Most High deal with that. But there be some that trouble you, that would pervert the gospel of Christ. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which ye have preached, let me read that again. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. So another gospel is another good news. To that person who's speaking it to you, to them, it's good news. They may feel like they're protecting you. That's another gospel. It says, let that person be what? Accursed. Because when you came into this, it wasn't by the hands of that person. You were obedient already to teachers. Now, you're allowing another one to come and teach you another gospel and teach you another Christ. And people don't even look at it like that. Heresies, divisions, that's what the word heresy means. Heresy is just division. When these divisions come and they telling you something, that's another. You're listening to another gospel. You're being swayed in another direction from where you first were sent. It's right. Scriptures is painting it out. It's right there. It says, let that person be a curse. Right? It says, verse 9, as we said before, so say I now again. If any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. For do I now persuade men or God? Who are we in this thing for? Is it are we in it for the Most High? Or are we in it for men? To persuade men? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ. It's right here. How are we going to go against that? How are we going to go against that? I Am Farms, thank you for the super chat. We got Ahaya Ashar, Ahaya 5071. Thank you for the super chat. All praises. Right? Don't allow nobody to preach to you another gospel. Because the word gospel just means what? Good news. To the person who's bringing it, they think that they're bringing you good news. That's another Christ. That's another gospel. So we got to learn to not be busybodies. We got to learn to mind our business. That person's hurt is not your hurt. That person's pain is not your pain. And if you understand that, it'll help you in your walk. And I'm only telling y'all this to help y'all in y'all walk. I know a lot of y'all are probably fairly new, less than 5 years, probably less than 2 years, probably just 3 months. Understand that this comes with the territory. It comes with it. Ho, Anthony Thompson, thank you for the super chat. That's my og right there, the cameraman. Is that the cameraman? That's my cameraman. Right? No, that's not my cameraman. That's somebody else. But Shalom though. I'm mistaking you with my real cameraman, my brother Aaron Thompson. You all got the same last name. Y'all probably brothers. But the water for the super chat. All praises be to the Most High. Right? But yeah. Brothers and sisters, we really have to stay focused in these times, man. It's just, I'm not gonna say it's scary, but it's looking scary out there. Like, like I said, it's one thing to have the scriptures and to read about the things that we seeing going on, and then there's another thing to actually see it take place. And like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, you just don't want to be the ones that's confirming those scriptures. Just don't be the ones. Don't be the one to confirm them scriptures. All right. So, I mean, that's all I got for y'all. Right? But what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put out the Zoom link. I didn't do this in a long time. I didn't do this in a long time, but I'll put out the Zoom link really quickly. But I definitely appreciate everybody. Oh, wait, no, before I put out that Zoom link, this is what I definitely have to do. I told you I had some goodies, right? Yeah, listen, I gotta do these shout outs because listen, brothers and sisters, yo, we got some real talented brothers and sisters in the church, man. Let me do this. We got some real talented and I mean some stand-up people in this church. You know, first I gotta show. Look, yo, look at this. All right, there was a time ago I did a broadcast, and I was talking. I remember I was talking about the earth, and I was talking about, the maniacs that's running the earth right now. They keep on putting out things. They keep on trying to mess with the earth, as if the earth needs help to earth. The earth does not need help to earth. Like, she's been earthing since the earth began. And then I came up with the phrase, let the earth earth. And yo, look at this shirt right here. Look at this sweater. Let the earth, I can't even do it properly. Earth, I'm doing it backwards. Earth. Let the earth earth. And look at the image. The earth itself. My man turned this into a shirt.
Are you not entertained?
I'm definitely entertained.
Yes,
my brother Osher, man. My brother Osher out of Florida. My man turned the phrase into a shirt, man. Listen, let the earth earth. She's been earthing since God knows when. And he does know when, since the beginning of time. She don't need no earth. She don't need no help to earth. She don't need no help earthing. She been earthing. Right? Hold on, let me do this real quick. So, if you want to support the brother's brand, if you want to support the brother's brand, you could go over to his website, right? Judah Clothing. JudahClothing.com. But this is a special piece. Like, he didn't even create these, but if you want this, you got, I guess reach out to him and he'll send it out to you. All right, this is a Deacon Hazak special. Let the earth earth. It's to the point where, hold on. He sent me the shirt too. I may just give away the shirt. I don't know. I may give away the shirt. I'm gonna figure out something when it comes to that. Right? But let the earth earth, man. She been earthing for God knows how long, since the beginning of time, right? So that was that. Like those, it was so crazy. I'm such a busybody, not busybody. I'm such a busy person. I'd be so busy doing something. I didn't have time to go check my P.O. box, and there was some goodies left in there for me. So, give me 1 second. Okay, right here. I'm getting hot. I gotta take off this hoodie though. Let's see this. All right, so another one of my favorites. Listen, y'all gotta, if y'all haven't support this sister yet, y'all are super duper crazy. Okay? My sister, look at I always like the packaging. I know y'all can't really see it because the lighting is so dang bright, but even the box is elite. So I had to take some stuff out because I wanted to use some of it, but I try to keep it as intact as I could. So my shout out my sister Kim Wiggins and her husband. They sent me this package, and I always love their stuff. I just can't get enough of their stuff, right? So listen, KD Naturals, y'all. Look at the website though. Huh? Shea Moisture ain't got nothing on KD Naturals. Are you kidding me? All of y'all still buying Shea Moisture? Listen, KD Naturals. Stop playing. All right. So got this light is so bright. Let me see if I can do something. All right, put the light down real quick. Is this gonna help? It still didn't help. Here you go. Look. KD Naturals. Whipped creamy body butter. Hickory and suede. Look at that. Oh, for my brothers with the beard gang. See, I'm still trying to get my joint up there, but you know what I mean? It's coming because of KD Naturals. You see, it's coming. Right? Got the beard balm. Got the beard. Yo, I'll be running through this right here. This beard oil right here. So all my beard gang brothers, if you're not getting your beard oil from KD Naturals, you ain't really got a beard. You don't got no beard. Right? We got the lip balm. I had to take some. I had to give one to my son because his lips was chapped. So I had to give him one. I took one for myself. Well, we got the chapstick, right? Yo, look at this. Even for the beard. Oh, yo, I already had a comb, but look at this. You get your beard comb out of bamboo wood. So there's the good kind with the carrier for the beard comb. Come on now. How you not gonna buy from KD Naturals? How? And we got all the other little I think it did it by itself. Box hit it and it did it by itself. Got the other little, I guess trial samples of the nice smell goods that they got. Like we got baby powder, we got cocoa butter, white tea and bamboo. These are the flavors. Lemongrass. Listen, I'm about to try all of these, but listen, like I said, you want to go over where am I? You want to go over to kdnaturals.com and place your order. Listen, my wife loved this stuff. I love this stuff. And listen, do yourself a favor, KD Naturals. And last but not least, right? I told you I had a couple of goodies. I had to go check my P.O. box, and my mail lady was like, yo, where have you been? I thought something happened to you. We had these packages. I didn't want to send them back, but we had these packages just waiting for you. I was like, oh, my goodness, I'm such a bad person, right? Like, it's so funny because when I go to my P.O. box, she was like, you're the deacon, right? I'd be laughing because I'm like, how'd she know? She was like, it's like, you're the deacon, right? I was like, yeah, I'm a deacon. And she was like, okay, yeah, because I knew it was you because it was your P.O. box number. So I knew you're Deacon Hazak. So I was like, yeah, it's me. It's Deacon Hazak. And she's like, yeah, you got a lot of stuff here. I was like, okay, thank you. So she always puts it to the side for me. Good, nice lady, right? But look at this. All the way from the UK, man. Where's my thing? Hold on. 1 second. All the way from the UK. All the way from the UK. Look at these books. And this I remember I do remember having a conversation via email with this sister, but I don't, so much be happening and a lot of emails get lost. But she finally sent me these books and I'm just blown away by the books that our people are creating. Look at this. The title, From Pit to Palace, Dreams, Jealousy, and the Power of Forgiveness. And it's fully animated for our children. Guess what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow night with my kids, with my sons. We reading this. From Pit to Palace, huh? Look, and right on time for the season, we about to go into Passover. The light is so bright, I do apologize, but look. When Pharaoh said no. Oh my gosh, look, when Pharaoh said no, a rhyming journey through the 10 plagues of Egypt. Wow, bro. And she left notes inside there. If y'all could see how neat her penmanship is. or cursive, I should say, because we don't even write cursive anymore. That's a lost art. And a journal. It came with a journal for kids, I believe. It's for the children, right? A little journal, right? And I couldn't find a website to her stuff, but I was able to find it here on Amazon. So if you have Amazon, you can go on Amazon and search this name right here, Jessica Dykara. I hope I said it right. Dykara. And you could order these books off Amazon. I don't know if she have a personal website, but I was able to find it on Amazon.
Are you not entertained?
No, sorry. The Water Princess for the super chat. All praises be to the Most High. Right? So listen, you see, from pit to palace, you could buy these right off of Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, 2-day shipping, man. Look at this. Look at how people is doing, right? And she, you know, and this is how I love my brothers and sisters from the UK. Like, they're so formal. Like, she wrote me a nice little note, right? I felt like we was in ancient times, like writing letters and stuff like that. But this is nice. But I got the books. If you're watching this, Sister Lisa, shout out to Sister Lisa and everybody who's out in the UK, right? I got the books, I got the letter, and I'm gonna be sending you an email. I got your email address right here, so I'm gonna go and you're gonna receive an email from me no later than tomorrow, right? I'm gonna send you the email. We'll talk, but thank you for these books, and brothers and sisters, please support the sister. You could go, like I said, I'm gonna put the link to it. I'm gonna put the link if you want to purchase these books. I'm going to put the link to it in the chat right now. Let me copy this. Hold on. I'll put the link to it in the chat so that way you guys can order it right from your phone or however you're looking at this right now. Okay. So I put the link. It's in the chat right now. I put the link there for the Amazon store where you could purchase those lovely books. And don't forget to support our brothers and sisters. Listen, we all we got, man. We all we got. Also, one last announcement right now before we come off, and I guess I'll put the Zoom link, whatever the case is. The Hebrew and Bible Academy also. Right, you guys want to make sure you guys join the Hebrew and Bible Academy. Right, visit us at historytimes.org and enroll there if you would like to be a part of the Hebrew and Bible Academy. You don't want to miss it, and yes, you're invited. Right. So now, like I said, let me see here real quick. I got a couple of more minutes to spare. I'll do it this way too. I'll even look at the chat if anybody has any questions. I'm more than happy to answer them at this point in time while I get this Zoom ready. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm almost forgetting how I did this. Right. New meeting. Oh, no. How do I want to do this? What is this? All right. Let me put the link there so that way you guys can join real quick, and then I'm out of here. It's Godspeed for everybody. You heard? 1 second. How you do this? Okay. All right. Go ahead. Click the link. Let's get it started. Right? All praise be to the Most High. The water for everybody, all of the super chats, all of the comments, all of the likes, even the subscriptions if you haven't subscribed before. Thank you for that as well. It helps this channel grow. Yeah. So the Zoom link is in the chat. Let me pin it to the chat so that way it don't get lost with the messages. It's pinned there. All of the information to support everything that you've seen there is on the broadcast, right? The water Anton Barrett for the super chat. All praises. Right. So the Zoom link is open. And listen. And I'm also looking. Let me see. Let's see. Tazaya, Shalom, Shamash, would you, hold on, would you provide me your address so I may send you some resources? All right, definitely. You could just make everything out to Deacon Hazak, 50 P.O. Box 52. P.O. Box 52. I'll put it out there. I'll put it in the chat as well, too. How you do this? Oh, that's another. You just remind me of something else I got to do as well, too. It's right there in the chat. If you see the P.O. box there, if you want to send some stuff, my P.O. box is there. Thank you, Rawchaa. Workshop. The name is cut off. The water for the super chat and the emoji. All praises. This is hot. This is good. The interactions is really nice. All praises be to the Most High. Yeah, like I said, the Zoom link is up. I don't know if y'all see it. Let me see any other questions that's on the thing. Three, four, the King says, the water for your time and knowledge, brother. Glad you decided not to go to the theologian school and instead chose the truth. All praises be to the Most High. You know what I mean? All praises be to the Most High for that. Listen, it was the Most High. He steered me out of that way. I was going to go. Like, seriously. Like, if it was my choice, I would have been in there. But because I had a deep zeal and a thirst to wanting to really know more, and because I wasn't getting it in my regular Sunday church. But little did I know it was right before me the whole time in the Bible, right? But all praises be to the Most High. Please put the sister's information in the chat. Are you which sister? There's two sisters. We got Katie Naturals, which you can find her stuff at katienaturals.com, and we have the other sister, Sister Lisa, from the UK body, who I posted the link in the chat for the link to her Amazon store. Is that what is that you referring to? Is that what you ordering? I'm ordering. Is that what you referring to? So let me put that back on the screen one more time. Cause what I did to find her stuff on Amazon, I just typed in the name of her book, and it came up. Right here. When Pharaoh Said No is one of the books, From Pit to Palace. So you can find it right here. Oh, the first sister that you mentioned with the beard oil. Yeah, that's kdnaturals.com. It's right here. Easy. KD, like Kevin Durant, naturals, but not Kevin Durant's. All right. kdnaturals.com. All right. So wonderful products right there. Water for the super chat. All praises. Oh, we had somebody come in. 1 second. Hold on. We had somebody come in. Shalom, can you hear me? Shalom, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's going on? Justin. Your name is Justin Robinson? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. It's kind of cutting in and out.
Is that on your end or is it my end? Let me see something. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
It could be on my end.
No,
I
I think it's my end. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. All right. How about now?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's just a little low on my end. It could just be me.
Let's see. What about now? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. All praises. All right. What's going on, brother?
I just had a quick question. I'm currently living in Texas, and I was looking to get baptized. Just trying to figure out the process to go about that.
You living in Texas? What part of Texas?
I'm in Amarillo, Texas, right now.
Is that close? I don't, because I'm not familiar with the area. Is that close to Dallas, Houston?
It's about 5 hours from Dallas. I think 10 hours or so from Houston.
What about Austin?
I think it's about the same to Dallas, about 5 hours.
Dang, Texas is a big old state.
No, for real.
Yeah, you're gonna have to link in with, because I know we have 3 bodies out there. We have an Austin body, we have one in Austin, Dallas, and in Houston. So Elder Rawchaa is over Houston. Dallas, it's we have Bishop Azan, and Austin, I believe, is Elder Rawchaa. But I'm gonna, what you could do is, can you send me an email with your information?
Yes,
and then I'll shoot your information over to one of the elders over there, and they'll get in contact with you.
Okay, sounds good. Are you gonna put your email in the chat?
Oh, just email born of Levi at gmail.com.
Born of Levi at G.O.C.C?
No, just born of Levi at gmail.
At Gmail, okay. My bad, it's still a little hard to hear, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out, because like I'm looking at it too, coming through Zoom, and I'm coming in really low on Zoom. So I'm not too sure why that's happening. I gotta figure that out, but let me see something here. Hold on.
I got your email though. I'll definitely send that information to you.
Yeah, definitely, man. How long you been watching the church and all of that?
Since about 2020.
All praises. Okay. How old are you?
Yes, sir. 27.
27? That's a good age,
yes,
right
sir.
there. That's a good age. All right, man. And what you say your name was again? What's your first name? Oh, Justin. Justin. Let me write that down. I'm bugging. It's just right here.
That's crazy. I can't really hear it. But
that's crazy. I don't know why you can't hear me. Hold on. I never usually have this problem either. Give me one. Let me see something. What about now? Is it better? Is it better now?
Yeah, it's a little better. Yes, sir.
I don't know what's going on. I haven't done this thing in so long. Is out of control. All right. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. Well, yeah. Just send me an email, Ak, and then we'll definitely get in contact with you, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, Khan. All praises. Nice to meet you as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, brother. All praises be to the Most High. Yeah, I know on y'all end it's coming in nice and clear, but for some reason in the Zoom I'm looking at it, I could see it's coming in low. So I know the YouTube is good. It's not the YouTube. It's definitely not the YouTube. It's Zoom. Let's see what's going on here. What we got here. High maintenance says Kevin Durant could use some KD naturals. Nah, that's a whole fact. You ever seen his legs? That brother's legs be white. Like it's like as soon as if that brother take off his socks, it's gonna be like he bathed in powder. But yeah, all praises, man. That KD naturals, man. It hit different. But yeah, listen. What time is it? It's 10:07. It's still a little early for me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all got work tomorrow. So I don't want y'all staying up and then blaming me to why you didn't get to go to work. All right. And like I said, I pray that tonight's broadcast was well received and understood. So that way, listen, man, we don't, we gotta hold on, hang tight. Like we literally right there. We literally right there. Right? So we can't. Let me put this away. Hey, Shalom. My Ox Samuel.
Shalom, Deacon. 1 second.
Shalom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on, brother?
Nothing. I was just calling to chime in. We gotta remember where we came from, man. Mm-hmm. When we found this truth, and the lowest state that we were at, and what we were seeking for, what we were asking the Most High for, and how we were seeking to make a change in our lives to get to where we are today. And just humble beginnings. Remember the humble beginnings we were in, and remember that you're not called to this because you can't make it. You're not called to this because the Most High didn't see you make this. We're called to this to make it. It's one thing that Deacon Zachariah said in one of his lessons many years ago, and I stick to that. It's like the Most High knows that who He's chosen to make it. You're not called into this ministry. You're not called into this work. And you're not called into this vineyard in Christ's church, in Yeshua's church, the Hamashiach's church, for no reason. So we got to remember our humble beginnings and stand on that rock, like you're saying. To keep it in context with the lesson you're bringing out, it's just pivotal, and I appreciate you standing in the gap.
Kind of all praises, man. But listen, we gotta all understand that we in those times where we're gonna start seeing a lot of that. So it's very important for us to be reminded of what we doing this for, right? And I like how you framed it when you said remembering where we came from, what we was asking the Most High when we first got this truth, how we was searching, and then when we finally found it, it was like, the best thing on earth. We can't lose sight of that memory. It's like what Christ said in Revelations, remember thy first love. You have to remember that feeling that we got when we first heard the truth, when we first got baptized. We gotta always hold on to that because it's not always gonna feel like that. So yeah, man, you hit it right on the head, bro.
Peace and blessings, Deacon.
and blessings.
Thank you for your work, man. Keep on working. We love you. We appreciate you. And I think you said you wasn't gonna make it to Passover. You are this year.
Oh, that's it's in the air right now. It's in the air.
Con.
Yeah,
Well, most sides will be done, and hope I see you out there, man.
All praises, man. Listen, man. Love you too. Love all of y'all, man. All praise be to the Most High. And
that's one more thing. Is like, can't nobody say that. Nobody. I don't care who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what thought comes in your head. Nobody can say that the work that's being done out here through the leadership isn't love. Because that's what these spirits will try to do is, that's not love. That's not the love of Christ. Well, forget that, because look at all the work that's been done. Look at all you go up in any one of these churches, any one of these bodies, and hear people's testimonies, hear people's stories, and understand that the work that these men put in helped shape, form, and sow seed into change people's life. We have across the board almost every sin the Bible speaks of, every degradation known to man in the church that have repented from that. So that's the fruit that this church has bore.
Right.
That's the fruit that Christ has bore in this church. So if you go against that, just know that you're going against the King of Kings. And with that, I yield, Deacon. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Shalom.
Shalom, ma'at. But yeah, he definitely hit it right on the head with that one. Because if you look at the examples that's being laid out, where, what we're being taught, where we being led, what we're being fed from week to week, that's nothing but love right there. So for somebody else to come and give you another gospel, hey, like I said in the beginning, good luck. I can't even bid you Godspeed. I'm gonna tell you, good luck. So well said by my aunt, right? All praises be to the Most High. Shout out, Sister Lois. I see you. All praises be to the Most High. What we got? Yeah, man, we all we got. So, listen, I thank y'all all for coming in, right? Don't forget to, support our brothers and sisters, support the Hebrew and Bible Academy. If you guys are going to work tomorrow, be safe out there. If you're going to school, be safe. Whatever it is that you got going on, be safe. Stay prayed up. Sin not. Watch and pray, right? Keep your eyes open. Watch these signs, right? Be careful for these snares and these pitfalls, because they're going to be coming more rampant as we get closer to the end. The closer we listen, y'all heard it from me first. The closer we get to the end, the crazier it's going to get. But Christ said it. He who listens to his words and follow my words and do them, he or she will be like the one who built their house on a rock. And when the floods came, it moved not. Right? So definitely, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Right? Yes, who's feeding you and who's leading you. I like that. Live, laugh, loveness. Right? Oh, we got somebody coming in real quick. I don't know, maybe are y'all having a hard time finding the the link? I don't know. Maybe I gotta find a better way to do it. But yeah. Where's this person at? Okay, so this person is joining now. All right. Shalom, Rachel. Rachel Shemaya. You have to unmute your mic. You have to unmute your mic if you can.
Shalom, Deacon Hazak.
Shalom. How you doing, sister?
Blessings. Oh, all praises to the Most High. Ik ben eindelijk erin. Sorry, I'm speaking Dutch. I'm sorry. I said all praises to the Most High. I'm finally in. I didn't know that.
Wait, say that again. How do you say it in Dutch?
Ik zeg, ik ben eindelijk erin. Ik wist het niet. It means, sorry, I didn't know that I'm already in, and I didn't know. That's what I just said in Dutch. Sorry.
Oh, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Suriname.
From Suriname.
We're in the Netherlands body.
In the where?
Netherlands body.
In the Netherlands
I'm
body.
from Suriname. That is in the South, South America.
Oh, okay. Praise the Most
High.
High.
Only Dutch-speaking country, so we're from there, and we're under the G.O.C.C. Netherlands.
Really?
Netherlands
all praises. Body. All praises.
Yeah, all praises. Yeah, we follow every single thing that you guys do.
All praises. The Netherlands is in the house. All praises to the Most High.
On the Deacon Attar and Deacon Bakar.
Shout out to those brothers doing the work out there, man. For the Most High. Let me clap it up for them.
Come on. We keeping the post there. And we looking out for you guys, when things go south, we here. We waiting on you guys. We got everything under control here.
All praises be to the Most High.
Whenever you come in. Yes. And I just want to give the Most High all praise and glory for you guys, because every single thing that you are doing, this is it's an inspiration, and this just keeps us going. Exactly what you said. It's busy, how the world just got us so busy. I'm terribly busy also. I'm like a busy bee, but just listening to the broadcast and the updates and every single thing that gives you energy just keeps you going each and every day. And all praises to the Most High for you guys. And I pray that the Most High continue to bless, guide, and protect you all, and to continue to, give you the encouragement to continue to finish this work that started in G.O.C.C. because it's changing a lot of lives and it's doing wonders till this moment.
Wow, all praises. That was a breath of fresh air to hear that, because because we all go through it. None of us is exempt from what's going on in this earth. So definitely I receive those blessings and those prayers. Continue to pray for all leadership, because we all going through it. You understand? So, pray that the Most High keep us, and continue to give us understanding and utterance.
Yeah, so I understand it's real. Mm-hmm. Jacob's trouble is real, and these broadcasts and thing helps us to get through each and every day with the updates that you do. Mm-hmm. Also the shorts. Oh, that's very that's inspiring.
Also. Yeah, I'm gonna try my
too.
best to put out more of those. It's just I be trying to do like the last one I did it while I was on my way to work and while I was throughout the day at work. So I
saw that one.
Yeah.
I saw that one also.
Those are very effective. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing those a lot more.
Yeah, we keep looking out for those. And as soon as you drop one, it's posted already.
Mm-hmm. All praise.
No, but a higher blessing keep you all in a great broadcast, and keep up the good work, and you keep feeding the sheep. You keep feeding us.
We're send my love to everybody in the Netherlands.
Yeah, and in Suriname, in the Caribbean.
I said
in the Caribbean.
Yes. In Suriname.
Yeah, in Suriname. Yeah, I speak English because I'm from Guyana also. That's why. Oh, yeah,
because I heard the Guyanese accent. I'm like, you sound Guyanese.
Yeah. We from Guyana, but I went there lately, but I couldn't get in touch with any of those from Guyana. It's hard finding those. I heard Elder Rawchaa was there, but I couldn't get in touch with any G.O.C.C. member from Guyana. It's kind of difficult finding them there.
Yeah, they're there. I know there's a small gathering there in Guyana.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know exactly where they gather. That's the problem. That's it. and it's difficult to find them there. But yeah, don't worry, we're gonna find them soon. You know, we all gonna come together.
Of course, eventually, right?
Yeah,
All
highest willing, everything's gonna work out.
Definitely. All right, bless you, my sister. Nice to meet you.
Bless you, and then blessed night rest for you and your family there, and and all our brothers and sisters in G.O.C.C, the G.O.C.C family and the elders and everybody. A higher blessing keep you all, and a blessed night rest also.
All right, shalom, my sister. Bless you.
Shalom, Deacon Hazard. Blessings.
All right. All praises. Suriname. Y'all people is all over the world, man. Our people is all over the world. So, I'm just definitely excited to understand that and know, like, listen, no matter where we go on the earth, we gonna have refuge. So we gotta stay linked in, man. We gotta stay linked in. Let's see here. Right. So all praise be to the Most High. But brothers and sisters, like all good things, this good thing must also come to an end. You know, I still don't even know where I even got that sound from. But I remember when I heard it, I liked it. I was like, I'm going to use it. But it's the end. It's the end of the broadcast. But don't be sad, because we're going to be back next week if it be the Most High's will. Right? So guys, have a great day tomorrow. Have a great night. Have a blessed night. Right? Have a great Shabbat. And Most High willing, I'll see you next week. Oh yeah. And last week when we celebrated the Feast of Purim, listen, it was amazing. Man, listen. It was amazing. I don't know why I played that. I'm sorry. It was amazing. Shout out to all of my brothers and sisters in the G.O.C.C NYC body who put their hands to the plow, and we got it done, and it was amazing. The children had a great time, and listen, I couldn't ask for anything more. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, that we had a great time. So, you know, the hard work actually did pay off. But yeah, brothers and sisters, have a good night, right?
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're now tuned into the Born of Levi experience.
Yes, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. And for anybody who's new, please subscribe. You help this channel out. Hit the like button and share this content all over the earth, so that way we could see the end come to this thing, man. But all praise be to the Most High. And with that, I say shalom.
Are you tired of reading the Bible and not really understanding what it means? Yo, you know you're reading the book upside down? I need a teacher. I got the perfect solution for you. The Hebrew and Bible Academy got you all covered. There, you'll learn the original Hebrew language with Elder Lawya, groundbreaking news from around the world with Elder Rawchaa, and all new up-to-date lessons, including ancient history with Elder Rawchaa. Visit us at historytimes.org and enroll there. The Hebrew and Bible Academy. You're invited.